Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey, it's G Forever.
And we're here in person once again at G Forever's house.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, G Forever.
Long time no see, Heisenberg.
No, it's great to be here.
Oh, thank you
And
for
we got
coming.
something new. What's here?
Oh yeah, we have the Omega Beast Shin Godzilla, both the Heat Raising and the Awakening version.
Oh,
both
wow.
are super, super rare and limited.
Oh, yeah, and all the way from Taiwan.
Yes.
Yeah. And I brought my camera, so we're shooting 4K color-balanced video. So we'll get a really good look at these things.
Oh yeah, super detailed, so let's go check them out.
To help us review these figures, we're joined by two other Omega Beast collectors.
Yes, first up is Dante over in Toronto. He's an X-Plus collector, and he got the Omega Beast Shin Godzilla.
Hi, this is Dante from Toronto. Hey.
And we also have Gladiator. He's a Taiwanese YouTuber, and he owns both Omega Beast Shin Godzilla figures.
Hey guys, it's Gladiator here. It's been an honor.
So Gladiator, when the Heat Raising went on sale, I heard there was a big fight that broke out, and the police and everyone were involved. So what's the story?
Yeah, it went pretty crazy, man. Yeah, I was there at the time. And later on, we're going to show you the video about it.
Very cool.
Oh, looking forward to that. Something else I'm curious about is the toy company Easy Hobby. They make Omega Beast, and they're a company in Taiwan. I know very little about them. Like, how long have they been around and what else have they done? So Gladiator, do you know more about that?
Yeah, actually, I do. I'm Taiwanese, so this is a Taiwanese company. I got a few information about it.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll ask you to share that with us a little later. But first, let's get to the first Omega Beast figure. This is the very first figure that came out, the Omega Beast Heat Raising Shin Godzilla. Here's the box, and here's G Forever with the box.
Really
Ooh,
big
that's
box.
huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that.
Boy, big box.
Got my white gloves on because this is actually one of our customers. Because my Heat Raising isn't here yet, so we have to thank Cole for lending us shoot video of his Heat Raising Shin Godzilla Omega Beast.
No, absolutely. So what are you pointing out here, G
So
Forever?
that's the Easy Hobby and the Omega Beast logos. And earlier I showed the exclusive sticker, which is the Heat Raising limited edition. We saw the English title, and here's the Japanese title. And Gladiator and Dante, is this the Chinese characters for Heat Raising 4th form,
Yes,
I believe?
it is.
Yes. Fourth form heat raising version.
Yep. Yeah. So that's so we have all 3 different languages, and we have here's like the Godzilla licensing logo, the big black block. We do see a little spelling error there. Should be trademark, but it says trading, and then I don't know. It should be a mark, I guess.
Yeah, somebody had a typo.
Little typo.
That adds charm for me. That adds charm and sort of increases the value.
More limited. Yeah, that's
I
even more
actually
limited.
talked about this too with Kay, and then he says he noticed. It's tiny to bother with fixing it.
Just left there, right? The first item for the Omega Beast line, so that's why you see the 001 and then HR for Heat Raising, and then it looks like the size, the weight, and this is like I believe this is like a proof of that it's an Easy Hobby product. So they have that sticker, the website, and our master sculptor KN Lin, making sure to tell everyone to handle with care, and it's made in China. Okay, zooming in, we have the Easy Hobby logo down below, and now we're just going to open them up.
Oh boy. And more cardboard.
Tons of cardboard. I mean, look at that nice and thick board. I think Gladiator also showed it in his video.
Keep it safe. And plastic.
Yeah, it's
plastic to keep the rain off of it.
Yes, this is perfect. Like if there was any rain issue or any water issue, this here will protect the inner box, and you have also lots of foam to protect the figure. But yeah, it's a really heavy box, and I was very surprised. Like, I know it was big, but I didn't expect it to be that heavy.
Wow,
But
so shiny, that one.
I know, look at that. It's like a mirror.
Oh yeah. It's actually a little hard to see some of the text because it's in the video because it's very shiny. But there's
it's more silver than this. It's probably because of the lighting. So the box itself is more silver. As like a chrome finish. But yeah, we just kind of showed the logos. It's ages 15 and older. There's a Shin Godzilla English title, and then just the Heat Raising information. There's the barcode, and then a nice image of the Heat Raising Omega Beast Shin Godzilla. On the back, we have two images of the front and the back of the heat raising figure. Again, we have the Japanese text. I believe that's a Japanese bio, and then down below is the Chinese, Taiwanese bio, I believe.
There's the sculptor.
Chinese.
Yep. And yep, there's Ken Lin. There's a little info about him.
Oh yeah, we'll learn more about him later too.
Yeah. I think Gladiator has gonna fill us in with a lot of info, and we have a big official exclusive edition, and we have a nice large Toho logo. This is showing that this is a license.
Oh boy, and here he is.
Here he is, all together.
Whoa!
Wow, look at that color.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That color.
Yeah, I just can't believe the red that's just kind of glowing. There's no lights inside this figure, just to let the viewers know. This is lights reflecting off of it.
Oh yeah, so in terms of the lighting, there's two lights in this shot. There's a light in front, so you're seeing it's being lit from the front, but there's also a second light behind it.
Yeah,
so
that's why I can see the back fins.
Yeah, so notice the spikes. Yeah, the spikes are kind of lit up. That's because there's a light behind it, and a lot of this figure is translucent.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sort of it's really cool. I think this is the way to light it, is to basically have some lights in front, but also lights in back. Yeah. And the lights in back will like really sort of bring it out. Like if you look at his left hand, for example,
look
at
how
lit up the left hand is. That's because of the light behind it is shining through the translucent hand.
Yeah, and I think it's just so beautiful. Like the translucent material that's used, it really like helps capture that Shin Godzilla glow, like the volcanic glow. I mean, this is really beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen any like gigantic size figure painted like this.
Oh yeah, and G Forever, it really does look like it's glowing from the inside. So how is that achieved, do we think?
I think it's just reflective material. If I'm not mistaken, underneath all this paint is like a silver, some kind of silver base, and then just the like the paint on top. So it looks like a clear translucent material.
Yeah, so it looks like inside is like some sort of like reflective silver, and then on top of that is like a translucent red. So when you shine a light on it, the silver, like the light goes through the red and then gets shined back by the silver.
Reflects
back. So it makes it look as if looks as if it's actually glowing. The red is glowing, and it's just a wonderful effect. I don't think I've seen this before on other figures. Because that's how, like in the movie, Shin Godzilla is like, the red is glowing.
Yeah.
And so it's like, this is a great way to sort of achieve that glow without lighting him up from the inside, but just sort of like having the light reflected back through the translucent red. So,
There's one thing Ken told me, that he used this specific type of paint to make you look, if you look at it in a different angle, it has different colors.
Yes, it's like the chameleon type of paint.
Yeah.
So depending on the angle of the light, you get different reflections. So I think this is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Super.
But yeah, a lot of different colors here. But yeah, if you see like here too, it's like you see if you look at the red.
Just look at the tail.
Look at how like the red does kind of look like it's glowing there. But again, it's just sort of like this.
It's just reflecting
the effect of the reflection.
Yeah, there's no lights inside, and it just looks like there is.
I think the translucent material also helped that. That is where we also.
You can sort of see that silver on the tail in the last shot. Yeah, but look at the detail. Yeah, look at the detail on the toes, and it looks like there's some pearl paint on that purple there, so it adds a little more flair. Yeah, I really love that glow. Like, just look at that hand; it looks so cool. So Gladiator, so what did Ken Lin tell you about the story of the heat raising? Because I know this is kind of like right in between his transformation before he hits the full on awakening mode.
Yeah, actually, Ken says that this is the type of design that nobody in the market has ever talked about it or sold it. So he wants to bring this in. And this form is like the split second, right in between the original fourth form into the
awakening.
The fifth, awakening form. So instead of having the whole back fins turning purple, it's like slightly turning from red to purple.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
that
Like the
tiny moment.
transition. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in the movie it's like right when I think after he got attacked, and then you start seeing his mouth open and start to split, and then that's kind of like right there before his eyes get that cover and stuff. So I think that's the moment.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I do believe that it's just recreating the scene of that.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and I just love this red like reflective glow. Like it just looks so good.
Yeah.
Before we zoom in on the tail, I want to hear the story of the fight that broke out when this first went on pre-order in Taiwan. So Gladiator, you say you were there?
Yeah, I was. The video you are seeing right now is actually made by myself because I was present. And as you can see, so many people are already lining up for this heat raising version.
Look there's a tent right there. People are camping out.
It's actually mine.
Oh.
I was fully prepared for the long fight. Yeah, it's a lot of people. And it's even on the news in Taiwan. Some of them are even there 2 days before the event.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many?
Camping 2 days.
I know. And because all these line up and the weather is bad, it rains occasionally.
Yeah, it looks like it was raining.
Yeah, and then people are not in their best mood, so eventually there's some fight broke out over there, as you can see in the video. Even the police came in.
Oh my God.
Wow. So do you know why there was a fight? Who was fighting?
Yeah. Turns out there's some gang members also lining up for this heat raising version, and there's some people bump into them. That's how they started this fight.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of pushing
crazy.
And how many?
cursing.
So how many pieces were available?
Originally, KN only released 66 pieces because back in 2020, last year, it was the 66th anniversary of a Godzilla movie. So that's how it came up with the number.
Yeah,
but then,
that's perfect.
But as soon as he saw how many people line up for his work, so he decided to add up the number on it to 100 and 150, 200, 250. And each time when he wants to add more numbers on it, he has to get approval from Toho company.
Yes.
Because he cannot just randomly add number. But yeah, that's how why he adds so many more pieces because of the people.
And I think the line and also like the fight, I think it hit the Taiwan news, and probably Toho saw the news with the fight and allowed KN to make more of these.
Yeah, it's totally beyond his expectation. He didn't know that we're so into Godzilla sculptures, especially this gigantic series like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, this is just in Taiwan. So
it is.
Easy Hobby only got permission to sell this in Taiwan. So these are just fans in Taiwan lining up. You can imagine how many other people around the world might want this.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, if you are not in Taiwan, the only way to get it would be to sort of go through a third party. Try to go through a third party to get it.
Like me, G Forever.
Right.
Yeah, and there are actually some interesting news about this because so many people want this, and many of them cannot make it to this event themselves. So there are quite a few people who line up just to buy it and resell it in a ridiculously higher price.
Right.
Yes, that's very true.
Oh yeah, and Gladiator, there was also was there a lottery too? Like how many did he end up making?
Oh, right. So in the end, it ended up with 300 pieces. But then out of those 300 pieces, 50 of them are from the lucky draw.
Yeah, which is a lottery.
It is. There's a lottery, actually. That's how popular it is. And then in the end, the number of the lucky draw there is over 1,500 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So over 1,500 people, only
50 out of
the 50 can get it.
I know.
My God.
So a lot of excitement over this figure. So yeah, we're very glad. Oh yeah, so we're very glad we've got G Forever has this one in his house to show us.
Yep. So if you want to get a Shin Godzilla, you have to line up for several days fight through gangs, and hopefully still be able to make it through to get it.
Come on in one piece, right?
Yep.
We're seeing how translucent it is. There's a lot of it. And
Look at the hand.
Yeah. There's a lot of pieces
Look
of
at
it.
the hand.
A lot of pieces of it that are translucent, which I think so. Which makes it really fun to have a light behind it. Like maybe if you put it like by a window too. If you put it like by a window with a bright light.
Sun. Yep. But don't leave it in the sun too long. You don't want to discolor it.
Oh yeah, and here
All right,
we're gonna look even
the-
closer at the tail here,
Yeah, because it's so tall, it's hard to get it on camera. So we're taking the tail off.
and it moves.
Yes, look at that, a nice little feature. I think this is probably inspired by the Kaiyodo figure with the little accessory on the tail, where you can move the jaw. I think it's really neat. Yep.
Yeah, so it's got. I see an eye. I see a painted white eye.
You do. Yep. You do.
Yeah. And
But
I think this is the only series. I mean, only one that in this gigantic series among the market that only this one has this feature.
Of the moving? No, well, we'll see later. There is one other.
Yeah, Kaiyodo did it first, but I think, I guess like Kaiyodo is more of like that regular Shin Godzilla. This is the only one that's like heat raising or awakening that has the jaw.
But yeah, it looks like it's like a whole like mouth there with
yeah, it's like a mouth within a mouth.
Different layers of teeth, and it looks like, but the inner part kind of looks like the inside of Shin Godzilla's big mouth.
Yeah, it's just it looks like it's very deformed.
And there's a second eye.
Yep, the second eye on the other side.
Yeah, there's a pupil.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's cool. Like, the tail itself, like it's a very big tail. It's big. I think it's bigger than the X-Plus and the Kaiyodo, which we'll show later. But yeah, it's very detailed.
Yeah, I do wish the tip of the tail were painted a little more, because it's a little, because there's a lot of detail there. It's a little hard to see it because it is kind of like mostly clear.
I would say Ken, he put a lot of effort on those color differences.
Definitely, it's a really good transition, like the red, purple, and the white.
Yeah.
Lots of thought into it.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's lots of different colors going on here, so it's not just like red and purple. There's lots of different, lots of different color.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't mention here, the heat raising has the open eye. So in a moment when we see the awakening, you'll see some differences.
Yeah.
So here it is.
There's the eye.
There's the eye with the
pupil.
pupil. Yep.
Yeah.
And they got a whole bunch of teeth.
Oh yeah, lots of teeth.
And no big seams.
No.
Which is nice. So sort of like it all comes, basically it all like fits together nicely. So we're not seeing big seams here.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the eye. He's looking at us.
Oh yeah.
So I think G Forever noticed. Yeah, like I think you said you kind of like looking at him best, like either from above or from below.
Correct. Yeah, I think so this pose is very dynamic, and different angles capture him differently. So everything about this, like you can get several different photos, and the lighting, the way you look at him. So unlike the X-Plus, like you need like specific shots, and I find he looks the best like either up top or down below. If you're looking at him straight on, he looks maybe a little funky, but you just have to look at him the right way to fully appreciate the sculpt. So I think there's been some, people may have posted about it, but you really can't, unless you see it in person, you really can't, appreciate how wonderful this figure is.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, it looks like we also
agree with you.
Yeah, it looks like we get. Yeah, it's interesting how we get like blue, like sort of like this metallic blue.
Yep.
It is metallic blue, and also there's some pink. And I really like these spikes in particular. I really like these spikes. I like the red. I like the red on the spikes. I like that they're translucent. And it looks like there's kind of like a little glitter on there too. There's like little specks of other color.
Yeah, I think that's the effect from the special paint.
Yeah.
The glue thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like the different reflections.
This is one detail that surprised me: the fact that the chest is like kind of like bluish.
Okay.
He made the chest. Well, that's the arm, but now we're going back to the chest.
Back to
it's
the
kind of like
chest.
this aqua blue, this blue
Metallic.
green.
Yeah.
This metallic blue green. And I guess we're seeing some purple in there, some pink. But the fact that I think that's one thing that surprised me, that it's sort of like this color choice.
Yeah, I think for the heat raising, he's kind of in that transition mode. So he's like generating that radioactive energy. So it's like probably changing from red to blue, metallic, glowing, and then eventually hit to the purple.
Oh, yeah, and I think we're about to see like the translucent again, the translucent arm on the right. Here, yeah. Is it lit up here, or maybe not?
Yet.
Do I have it lit up? Okay, I don't have it lit up here, but you can see the Yeah, you can see even there like a textured detail.
Yeah, and you can even see some of the light shining on it. Like you can sort of get that glow too.
And here's also on his legs. I found it interesting. Yeah. There's like this that sort of like blue, purple, pink is also on his legs. And again, as you guys were saying, it's sort of like it's sort of like this these transitional colors.
Yeah, kind of getting that charge.
And then you get that like blue. Yeah, and then you get this kind of line of these lines. Yeah, these lines of kind of like the on the tail too. Sort of like a blue green there.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because it really looks like all that extra energy is being discharged or like just kind of like getting ready to get into that purple awakening mode.
Yeah. But I really like what impresses me the most is like this glow, this red glow,
tail, right?
Yeah, the red glow, which is not which really looks like he's glowing, but it's not glowing. And I think this thing looks best when you do just kind of like shine a lot of light on him.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I asked this about with Ken Lin, asking if I should put the LED lights in it, and he said it's not really necessary.
Yeah. And here's an extra piece. So what's
the bonus
this thing?
item?
Yes, that's the bonus part, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a dorsal fin from Shin Godzilla,
and
it has a little base.
And that's what the NECA. That's a NECA figure next to him, just for scale, so you can sort of see how big it is.
Yep.
So this came with this extra little piece here with its own little extra base.
And it's only for the heat raising version.
Nice.
And I think this actually glows in the dark if you charge it up.
Yeah, I do believe so. Yeah. I do believe that they go in the dark when you charge it with light.
Oh yeah, and here's the card it comes with, and it does say limited to 300 at the bottom of the card.
300. Yep.
Yeah. There's 300 limited.
Yeah, nice. And I think they have the name for this piece as well. It's called the G cell.
Oh, G cell. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, it's actually shown on the movie too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
For like 3 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, was it? I know. In the deleted scenes, it shows some of them. I wasn't sure in the movie. Look at that photo.
Here's a few still photos where I'm sort of like bringing out the color.
This one is awesome.
There he is.
Yeah,
and it's not. But we also on the right we have the Awakening version. So we have both of these to show you. As G Forever is about to come out with another box.
Yes, and this is my Awakening.
Yeah, this is the the Awakening version. But before we look at the Awakening version, I want to learn more about Easy Hobby. So Gladiator, I take it Easy Hobby is a Taiwanese company, and it's actually been around for a while?
It is, yeah. It's a Taiwanese company, and it started back in 1998, actually. Yeah, and it was first served as a platform just for Taiwanese buyers and sellers of their own collections, like toys, sculptures, statues, etc., to find a platform to trade. And occasionally, K.N. Lin himself will also show some of his works on this platform so people can see it. Moving to 2004, he started to think maybe it's time to move a step forward. So he decided to go to Japan to seek an even bigger opportunity. Yeah. And then that's when he met this toy company called Yamato Toys. And this company sees the value in him because they really see the true potential out of K.N. Lin. He's a really, really good sculptor. He was designing this Iron Man series from Marvels, and also some statues from DreamWorks, such as the Shreks and Kung Fu Panda, and also the Monster vs. Aliens, etc. And not just that, also other Marvels characters like Wolverine and Daredevils, a lot of them, and even Ghost Riders. Later on, he decided to just focus on his own company, Easy Hobby, and then that's how we got this Gigantic series and Alpha Kaiju.
Oh yeah, quite a body of work there. Yeah, and again, the most recent thing we have that's been released is Shin Godzilla Awakening, and we're back with G Forever and the Awakening box.
The big major difference on the shipper box is the title. Instead of for form heat raising, it's Awaken version.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So is the official title Awaken or Awakening?
I think it's Awakening, but
yes, but the box says Awaken.
Box says Awaken. And this is the Chinese characters, 4-form, and that must be Awakening, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
All right. And another little difference on the shipper box, that little tiny sticker right under Omega Beast. The heat raising had a red sticker, and that one has kind of like a multicolor. And yeah.
Oh, and one thing I noticed, they're both considered figure number 1, Omega Beast 1. So I guess they're just different versions of figure 1.
Yep. And
on the white background.
Yeah, look, and on the box, major difference is it's not that shiny silver. It's just a plain white box. But this is a beautiful shot of the figure, and again for ages 15 and over. And then there's the tail. You have the English title right there, 4-form Awaken version. You have the Chinese and Japanese. It looks like. Mm-hmm. Even the box design is different. So you'll see the back rear view is on the left side and the front view is on the right side. Down below, it talks a little bit about Ezhobi. Here's the materials.
Yeah, PVC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
ABS and die cast.
And I see the sculptor, and we'll see him again. It's like, here's the sculptor. We'll see him in a minute, but here's some other information.
Yep. So information about
Mega Beast Volume 1, so it's number 1.
Yep.
And there's the sculptor, K.N. Lin. There he is.
Yeah,
so
and there's a little tease right there, Omega Beast and Alpha Kaiju. So Alpha Kaiju is a new line that will be coming out later, which will be in the 35 centimeter series.
Yes.
Yep. But yeah, there's a lot of logos. We have the Toho logo, Godzilla logo, and the new Godzilla block logo. And there's the sculptor K.N. Lin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
And there's the big Toho logo. Making, just to let you know, this is a licensed item, so legit from Toho, Toho approved. So, all right. How do we get this out? So,
and then some other details while Chief Forever struggles with the box here.
Yeah, so I let gravity. I let gravity do it.
Yeah, because I think it weighs about 15 pounds.
Yeah, and was that 7 kilos, Dante and Gladiator?
Almost
7.9.
7.9. Okay.
Yeah, 7.9.
Yeah, so it's 15 pounds.
You mentioned about the styrofoam. It's different. It's more dense than the regular one.
Yeah, it did feel. Yeah, it did feel very protected.
Yeah, it's very firm.
Yep, and as you see, one thing I noticed, mine looks like it was inspected because you can see the tape was removed, and so I think in our group order we did have someone inspect the figures. So
maybe at customs.
Not sure about that, but we did have someone take a quick look at them.
Oh yeah.
And
Now we're gonna see how it ships here.
Yep. So cut open the tape. So first thing, we have the little directions how to put this thing together.
Oh yeah, and it's sold, and these things sold. Some details that I haven't mentioned yet. So both of these figures sold in Taiwan for about $900. And as we said, the heat raising was limited to about 300 pieces. Yep. Yeah, limited to 300 pieces. This one, Godzilla Awakening, they made more. Though I think the Ezhobi is not said like exactly how many more. But
I think
this
roughly,
one,
roughly 600, like something around that number.
Yeah, so this one was a little easier to get.
Yeah,
but there's the magnet there.
Yeah, still very limited and hard to find, but a little much easier than the heat raising.
Yeah, no fighting.
Yeah, at least don't have to fight gangs.
And this was first. And I think this was these figures were first announced like in late 2020, and then like the pre-ordering began around November of 2020, and then the heat raising actually started shipping roughly around May of 2021.
Yeah. And
then this one, the Awakening, started shipping around June of 2021.
Yeah. Yeah, just a month later.
And like I said, it's like limited to Taiwan. He only has permission to sell it in Taiwan. If someone like G Forever, who's not in Taiwan, wants to get one, he has to go through a third party.
Yeah.
And
and since I'm going through the hassle already, like if you guys are interested in easy hobby products, like I do offer like a group order, so I do try to get as many as we can and get them shipped together. So kind of like just helping other fans out to get these like awesome figures, since they're so hard to get.
yeah, Chief Forever, and figuring out how to get one for himself, he actually figured out how to get more. So
Yeah.
he's actually been able to get some more. And again, he's been like on what is it, like the Facebook group?
Facebook, yeah, I'm
Like,
on Facebook a lot, so the Omega
Well,
Beast,
but also
Omega Beast group.
Yeah. But then, so hopefully this will continue as there are other easy hobby products like Chief
Yeah.
Forever will manage to get some extras
Yeah,
to try to
definitely.
sell for people outside of Taiwan.
Yes, it's a good partnership. So we're able to get some from our agent over in
And
Taiwan.
look at this. It's not on the
Yep.
bottom of the foot. It's inside the tail.
It's inside, yeah. So you don't have to, you can appreciate the full sculpt without all those copyright tags. But yeah, so as you see, everything's like really nicely packaged with lots of like plastic to protect it from being scratched up. But that look at that thick foam, like highly dense foam. So for the most part, I think all the Godzilla fans that ordered with me together, they did overall come in pretty good shape. There were a few ones that are banged up through shipping or like the temperature in fluctuations, but don't worry, we'll take care of you. I think Easy Hobby has excellent customer service, and I do my best to to be fully transparent and provide the fast communication, because I think that's really important.
So we do have a
for
tail
the
stand.
customers.
I guess
We do, yeah.
we'll
This
get
is an
that.
optional tail stand, as Kan mentioned.
Okay, now can he get the tail on? So what's it like putting the tail on, G Forever?
Oh boy, so this figure is like we said, is really heavy. So and because I'm doing it on camera, of course will catch me like struggling, but it's actually not that hard. Like off camera, you could slide it out and slide it in, but it's a
I
really
did it with
heavy
the
figure.
students.
I think it would
Yeah.
probably be easier with two people.
Definitely, yeah, definitely
Mhm.
easier if two people. It's just so heavy, and I just don't want to damage it, so I've been trying to be a little careful with it.
There we
So
go.
normally when I'm not on camera, I would probably go on a bed or something. So if I do
Okay.
drop it,
And
at least it
how's-
has a soft cushion.
Yeah, and so how do the seams look?
So okay, the seams are actually pretty good for a figure. Like X-Plus is not, all figures, if they're not one piece, will have seams. So I think mine is actually not so bad. There were a few people that shared some concerns about the tail seam. I think it's mostly for that the smaller part of the tail. So if you, I'm not sure if we're gonna zoom in, but I'm sure we'll zoom in later. But yeah, so there's like a small seam here, and to me, I think that's actually fine. Mine actually came a little bent here, so I'll show a quick fix how to do it with a hair dryer. It's very simple. So get a hair dryer out, and you just kind of blow it in for a few moments, and it'll magically fix itself. I think just the way the material is. But going back to the seams, because Easy Hobby is really listening to the customers and the Godzilla fans. So what they're doing is they're making 2 extra pieces that will be produced. I think it's later in December. Is that right, Gladiator?
Yeah, around December to
Oh, yeah.
ship it to all the customers.
Yeah, so roughly around December, we'll be getting the extra pieces, and then whoever purchased in Taiwan will get them. And also, I know from my agent, we are gonna get the shipment of the extra pieces. So anyone from the G Forever group order, you'll also be getting the extra skin texture covers. So that'll just kind of hide that seam a little better. But to me, I think that seam's actually not bad at all. If you look at all, any figure, you'll always see seams, and it's just just the way it is, because it's not like it's just the way it is, because you cut the figure, and you cut, if it's a one piece sculpt, you won't see any seams.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. Did you have anything to add, Dante?
yeah, go ahead, Dante.
Oh, so basically, I do believe they because this is the new company, so they are very listen carefully to all the collectors around the world in Taiwan, everywhere. So that's why I really like to support them. So every time we actually bring up something, and then they would try to listen to us and put an add-on on it and get it fixed, and that's the great customer service that they would provide.
Totally. Yeah, completely agree.
And
I
then
mean, we
what about the
yep.
hand? Why are you poking at the hand here?
Yeah, so I think some customers, not me, but like some customers do see like the hand maybe was bent during shipping. Maybe it was just kind of bent on the wrong way. Again, simple fix, use a hair dryer, blow on the hand, and it'll go right back into the original position. If needed, you can kind of like maybe get some kind of sticks or something just to kind of spread the hand out or like push it upward, and you'll get the pose, the original pose. One
right.
other thing to note is the legs. I think sometimes the same thing, heat up the belly, like the lower belly and the lower legs, and it should fix itself. Maybe add a little pressure to widen the legs, and it'll be nice and flat.
Okay, and this is you
Here's
say
the tail stand. So
right.
this is optional, but this is the way to put it. So you kind of put it in the front of the tail, and then kind of goes right up. But like Dante and Gladiator, I think
And
it's
never use it.
optional. Never use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Never
don't
use
use
it.
it.
So here they are side by side. I always tell them apart by the color of the spikes. So the heat raising,
That's probably the best.
yeah, the heat raising has red on the spikes, and the awakening has purple on the spikes. So that's what I
Yeah.
always look at. And also the eyes are different, as we'll
The
see.
eyes are different. Yeah.
Yeah, the eyes.
So
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
yeah. So here we got the heat raising. He still has his regular eye, the
yep.
pupil, but here, the awakening, it's covered. He's got
Yep.
that third. Yeah, that's sort of like that eye, that extra
Silver.
eyelid.
Yeah, the
The
silver.
membrane.
The
Yeah, the
membrane. Yeah.
membrane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're looking at the purple spikes.
Yep. Yeah, we did notice the heat raising looked like it was slightly taller than the awakening. I'm not sure if that's just maybe it's just the angle, but yeah, but we did, Heisenberg and I noticed that.
Now
Kind of
zooming in
cool.
on the chest has
Yeah.
different colors too.
Yes. Yep.
So
So
actually,
again, yep.
yeah, so the heat raising is more kind of like that blue.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at there. So it looks like there's not as much blue, or yeah, there's not blue on the right. So we'll get
Yep.
to. So yeah,
Yeah,
now
the
we're going to the
awakening
right.
is more purple.
Yeah, and actually, if we at least from this angle, there's actually some pink there too. There's
Yep.
still like some pink and purple, and then also the dark color.
Yes.
So yeah. So you guys have preferences among these two?
I would say they're pretty in different ways.
Yeah,
Not
they
really-
are. Yeah, it's really tough. Like, so originally I only wanted the awakening, but after seeing the heat raising, and oh my God, like there's something really special about it. You can just feel like that, the extra, the effort to bring this figure to life, like that extra paint that's on it. It just looks so cool.
Yeah. So like here on
Um,
the leg, like I said,
Yep.
the awakening is just sort of like the regular colors.
just the regular colors.
But then it's the heat raising has that extra like sort of like
Yeah.
a pale
Yeah, like the
purple there.
pearl. Yeah,
Yeah, the pearl.
pearl purple. Like kind of,
Yeah,
I think it's like
I-
the extra burst of power.
And then
Or I think
here's
it's
another look at the
during
spikes too.
transition between
transition.
yeah, they're doing
Right.
the heat raising one is still trying to get all those purple thingy back to its back fins. That's why it's still somewhere on its body. But when
Ah,
you
yeah.
go to the awakening, it's already everything's on the back.
But I do like
Yes.
that the fact that these purple spikes do have different shades of like blue and purple on them. And like it looks like and very kind of reflective there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the back fins on both figures. Like the way it shines, it really looks like that scene in the movie when he first
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. When he first gets his mouth split open and then releases that energy.
And Kenley, he says the material he chose was the high quality vinyl. If you know what vinyl is, it's like the translucent
right?
one.
Yep.
Yeah, vinyl. Sorry, vinyl.
Yep.
Yeah, and he says the more translucent it is, the harder for it to maintain its shape. That's why some of the collector has some tiny dents.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, then here's the tail. So it looks like the very tips looks like a similar color. But then as we start going down, it looks like that there are more differences in the color here.
Yeah, so as you see, Heat Raising has more of that reddish color, and then Awakening is more purple. So definitely more of that purple. It's already transitioned on the Awakening.
And also the eyes on the tails are different too. The one with Awakening has also the membrane on it.
Oh, does it?
Wow.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh, I'll have to look for that. Now here's like from G Forever's collection. What are we seeing here, G Forever?
Yeah, so I have 5 of the many, I guess you can call them gigantic scale Shin Godzillas. So on the left, we have the Kaiyodo. And then we have the X-Plus Standard, followed by the Awakening Shin Godzilla Omega Beast, Heat Raising Omega Beast, and the Rick Boy Shin Godzilla Gigantic X-Plus.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna so we're gonna look at these a little more. Keep looking at these. Yeah. So there's the Kaiyodo, and I guess this is sort of like based on the
maquette.
The maquette that they actually that was made sort of like during the making of the movie.
Yep.
So this is sort of like very kind of like accurate to how Shin Godzilla, not completely accurate, but very accurate to how Shin Godzilla looks in the movie.
Yeah. So this is kind of like before they make the movie, this is what they imagine Shin Godzilla to be. So there are some differences from the final product, but it's pretty close. I think if you look at Shin Godzilla's head right there, he has some extra teeth that didn't make it into the movie.
Yeah.
And if you look at his eyes, I think his eyes were a little more snake-like than what he was in the movie. But otherwise, it was pretty accurate. But you can look at the paint differences. Like the Kaiyodo has very little.
Oh yeah, well we'll get back to them. Yeah, this is the X Plus. This is the standard X Plus here, which also looks like very accurate to the movie.
Yeah, so the paint here is more like a matte paint, like not so bright. It's nice, but I think I really like that red glow on the translucent material on the Omega Beast. And I mean the Shin Godzilla X Plus Rick Boy, beautiful sculpt, but the huge drawback was that that cut on the neck. I just wish I love the idea of interchanging heads, but the way they did this one, just I don't know, they kind of ruined the sculpt. But it is a beautiful sculpt. I love X Plus. Been a huge collector, as you see, like for many, since before they had the vinyl figures, even with their resin statues, so and chess pieces. So really good stuff.
Yeah, my impressions with the Kaiyodo and with the X Pluses is that they are sort of like staying closer to the movie, but the movie is very kind of like and you can see on his neck there. If you look at his neck, you see that big gap. That's because the head. That's because it's like it came with 2 heads. Yeah. So when you stick this head on, it's like that fit is very loose. There's a big, very big seam there, from on the neck there.
Yep.
But yeah, it seems like with the X Plus and the Kaiyodo that they were like trying to be very accurate to the movie, and the movie is very kind of like somber. And so seeing all these figures side by side, the impression I get is that the Kaiyodo and the X Pluses, they seem much more like somber and serious, and again more sort of like subdued, like the paint is more subdued, which I think is what people wanted, like close to after these came out close
seeing the movie.
Yeah, right after seeing the movie, that's what you want. Yep. But now it's like time has moved on. Yeah, now that's like we're more years away from the movie. I think people are ready for something that's like a little, more exciting.
Yes.
That's brighter, brighter and catches the eye more. So I think that's what we're getting with like Omega Beast. It's definitely like brighter and more eye catching, and so I think it looks. I think it actually ends up looking like much more exciting on the shelf.
Yeah.
But it's nice, and again, it's always nice that I'm glad that we have so many choices. Yes. I'm glad that you've got that we've got both now. That we've got like sort of like movie accurate, a little more somber, and we also have like more bright, more bright and exciting from Easy Hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, I think another good thing about the Easy Hobby Shin Godzilla is that it provides another opportunity for people who haven't got the Kaiyodo or X Plus, because those prices nowadays are sky high already. So if you want to get another Shin Godzilla, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you to get the normal price range.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I think it's the Kaiyodo that we're looking at here,
Yes, this is a Kaiyodo.
and
So
it
like
looks rather dark too.
yeah, it's
And-
very black. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to see more red if it was for me.
Yeah. There's a lot of black on I think
Yep.
the Kaiyodo and on the like standard X Plus.
Mhm.
And especially in normal lighting, it looks very dark. I think you
Yep.
got to shine a lot of light on it. And that's a good looking tail though.
It is.
I like it. I like that. There. Look, it moves. See.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was the first like tail that moved.
This is the tail, yeah, first one. But I mean, I think Monster Arts did the next one.
And I do like that it's painted so you can see the detail more.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the inner mouth.
Yeah.
Here's that eye. I think this only has a single eye, and I have to look at it again.
But yeah,
But yeah,
I do like the tail on this guy.
The flesh and bones.
Mhm.
So I think that's
So-
still the Kaiyodo on the left.
Yep. And the heat raising on the right.
Now is that still the Kaiyodo? Or
Nope, this is
the
the
X Plus.
standard
X
X
Plus.
Plus.
And again, like very dark. Like
Yep.
like especially side by side, he looks very dark.
Yeah, like look at the heat raising tail, like just a little light and it already looks like it's glowing. That's why I like the Omega Beast so much. But I mean, I still love the X Plus. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a huge X Plus fan. It's a great sculpt. I'm gonna say the X Plus is probably one of the best sculpts for Shin Godzilla out there. But you know, I think the paint is just a little dull for me.
It's outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sculpture, but yeah, it's a very movie accurate, I think, sculpture.
See,
But
like
yeah,
the
I wish-
fins. Look at the back fins. I wish it was more red. Like it's too black to me.
I think they emphasize on different things. For X Plus, it's more about movie accurate. But
Mhm.
for Omega Beast, it's more about this color
Color,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
color thing.
Yeah, make it pop.
And and the Omega Beasts are actually a little bigger, right? They're like about 20.
Correct.
How tall are they? Here, I wrote it down. So yeah, the Omega Beast is about 20 inches tall, like
Yep.
the top of the head.
Yeah.
And at the top of the tail, it's 27 inches tall.
Yes.
So that's a little bit big, taller than, so we still have the X Plus on the left. You can see it's a bit
Yep.
taller than the X Plus.
Yeah, and you can see, look at just the light reflecting off the back fins. Like it just really looks like he's all charging up.
Yeah, totally. So pretty.
Yeah.
And I think
so
in some lighting, and there's
here's
his
the tail on the X Plus.
I think again, if you shine a lot of light on the X Plus, I think, and there's no movement there.
No movement. Yep.
Yeah, you shine a lot of light on the X Plus, you can see the red a bit better. But I think the
Yeah.
red actually shows up on video more than what you'd
Mhm.
see like
In
person.
real life.
Yeah,
Yep.
in person. And here it is from the other side.
Yep. Here's the heat raising.
So
Yeah, you can
very clear, very clear differences here.
with the color.
And
So
then-
I'm going to say the X Plus does take a little winning lead with the teeth. I think that's my only complaint with the figure on the Omega Beast. Like there's a little blending on the X Pluses, whereas the teeth on the Omega Beast is just kind of like a clean, like I guess bone yellow. But otherwise, like I think it's really good.
Yeah, so again, this is you can see the big like seam on the head there.
That's just nasty.
So again, this is
And
the X Plus Rick
the left.
exclusive on the left.
Yep. And the Awakening on the right for the
And with
Omega
the purple,
Beast.
with the purple on the on this X Plus, I just wish it was a little. It seems like a lot of it's pretty white. A lot of the
Yeah.
purple is actually kind of like a white.
Yeah, Dante, what do you
white-
think? Because you
it's
have
white with
this one.
Yeah, it's white with a little bit of purple. Yeah, what do you think,
Um,
Dante, of comparing these
I
two?
do believe it's the material they choose is a little like half translucent. So no matter how many color that you add on, so it wouldn't see the full reflections. But I do actually like the sculpture. But like I said, I do believe the paint it's a little bit outdated. So now they use a little more of the updated paint, metallic paint, as such, way better.
Yeah. So here's the X Plus Rick exclusive tail.
Yep.
Also purple.
Yep, purple, and then it's kind of with some of the white on it.
But actually, this
The
is
two heads.
well. As much as I'm being critical, this is actually one of my absolute favorite.
Me
the
too.
X Plus, my absolute
Yeah.
favorite Godzilla figures of all Godzilla toys and all Godzilla's, toys and sculptures. Yeah, G Forever's. I really always like seeing G Forever's X Plus Shin Godzilla here.
Yeah, especially the Rick one, right?
Yeah, especially this Rick one. It's I just wish, but again, there was still. I wish it had a little. I wish the purple were a little brighter.
Mm.
And then here's comparing the mouths here.
Yep, insides of the mouth.
Oh yeah, and then here's some other.
Right,
what else are we looking at here?
So we're just kind of going through a little history of the gigantic figures. So this is the a lot of classic collectors, the Holy Grail we call it, the Bronze Giant Monster Series Godzilla from 1984.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Following up.
Yeah, this is also a favorite of mine.
Yeah, 1995, the Super Premium Meltdown Godzilla. So this one actually takes home the throne to being the largest figure in my collection. That's
also Bandai.
That's a Bandai as well. But these, I think the Omega Beast does earn, his space with all these, legendary figures. And
and you got this big Bandai here too.
Big Bandai, yep. This is the newest, gigantic Bandai, which is Godzilla Earth. And you see the Omega Beast is still larger. So, yep. So, very cool.
That tail height is just cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, that tail is just crazy. All right.
Oh boy.
Next up, the original gigantic X-Plus, which is the Burning Godzilla 1995. I think, Dante, you have this too, right?
Yes, that is my first X-Plus gigantic figure, or the first X-Plus figure that I ever earned.
Yeah. Here comes the GMK Godzilla 2001. This is the Rick Boy version with the blue fins that came with the Satsuma submarine. And here we come, the Yuji Sakai 1954 gigantic. Again, the Shin Godzilla wins with the height.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is why Chief Forever needs a bigger house.
Yes. All right, here comes one of the popular gigantic Godzilla 1989 versus Biollante.
Yeah.
So again, I think Shin Godzilla wins because he's roaring a little higher.
And this is a very popular item.
Yeah, this is another popular gigantic figure, the Rick Boy Gigantic X-Plus Godzilla 2019. And if you're complaining about gaps, look at the tail gap on this figure. I don't think I show it on camera, but if you look at the tail gap, and look at the Omega Beast again, I think you'll appreciate how much better the tail gap on the Omega Beast is.
Now, what's this collection here, Chief Forever?
All right, so here are all the, or at least one of each Awakening or Purple Shin Godzilla, as you call it. I think Bandai calls this the Climax version. So this is like the deluxe Climax version. This is one of my favorites. I just don't know why.
So that was that was the Bandai we just saw.
Yep.
And then which one's this?
King Goji version. This one is the SH Monster Arts, and you'll find out why it's a Monster Arts. Not only does it has articulation, but you'll see that he falls apart.
Oh yeah. There he goes. His hand fell off. That's how you know it's the Monster Arts.
Yep.
Here's a NECA.
Oh yeah, NECA. Then he came with like some accessories. That's why he's got that like
little spot there in his mouth. Lots of white on him, though.
Yeah. I wish. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they put too much white on him.
Yeah.
And this is a really nice Bandai.
Yeah. So this is the newest version of their Climax 6-inch Shin Godzilla. They made a lot of these, and this is the newest one. This is the one from the Godzilla store exclusive. And I think it's like, I forget if it's heavy paint version or something.
Yeah, I think I might have called it heavy paint version. It's nice. But yeah, a lot of nice kind of like dark metallic paint.
Yeah, so this I consider be like similar to the heat raising because it has the red and the purple
combination.
Yeah, so this is maybe the Bandai version of heat raising.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually we didn't talk about where the heat raising came from. That actually came from Mr. Takaya-san. I think he thought about heat raising because no one really did a figure about him, and then K.N. Lin was the one that got the idea and actually went out to get permission from Toho to get the license to make it. So I think that's a really cool tidbit there.
Yep.
We also just missed out that was the Gashapon, the mini Shin Godzilla.
Oh yes, very nice collection. Okay, Dante. So, what are your final thoughts on these Shin Godzilla Omega Beast figures?
So I feel them it's very excellent. So because they provide such a great design and updated paint, and also they collect so many of our collectors' opinions and in common, and actually keep updating on them. So that's how the product becomes better and better. So and also personally, I'm not a big fan of Shin Godzilla design, but they do actually make a very good product out of it. So that's why I do have the X-Plus one and also have the Omega Beast one. Yeah, so they becoming my favorites right now.
I think, like I said before, it's just a great opportunity for people who just jump into this big pot
hobby
Godzilla figures. Yeah, because right now, if you want to go get those X-Plus or Kaiyodo collections, it's almost impossible unless you're incredibly rich. So these are just within the reasonable price for us to get. Yeah, I think this is a really good choice for us, and it has really good quality too, especially with those colors.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just like Gladiator said, if I've been collecting for years, but yeah, if you're new to the hobby, like this is a really good option to get, and the colors are awesome, the sculpt is awesome, very good quality. You can feel like the material, it's really heavy, like inside the figure, like it's all filled with foam, so it's nice and solid, and it won't topple over unless you really push it. So I think it's really good. Looking at the X pluses, the Kaios, they're all great, like great options. Everyone is sculpted by a different artist, so it's gonna be different taste for different folks, but they're all different options, and I think they all look great for what they are. So how about you, Heisenberg? Do you have a favorite?
Well, just one detail, like what I'm really so excited about with these Shin Godzilla Omega Beasts is that is the fact that the red does look like it's glowing because of the reflection. Yeah, that's the way to display it. Get some nice light on it. Light behind it, light in front of it, and the fact that you do sort of like get this glow, because I really like that in the Shin Godzilla movie. Mm-hmm. I really like that the red glows, and it's like that's what I wanted the most in a Shin Godzilla figure, is to have the red glow, and this does it so well that I'm really impressed. And yeah, I'm especially excited just about Easy Hobby as a company coming out with more Godzilla products, because they've got such a good track record so far, and there's more on the way as I understand it. So there's more things coming. Godzilla and other things.
Yes. So yeah, I think we're probably going to be seeing Kong soon, like Kong from the Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. I think he's coming up next. Furious Blue has already had the pre-order period. But I think if you're still interested, I did get a few extra just in case folks missed out the pre-order date.
Oh yeah, this is another reason to subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because when some new figure comes along like the Furious Blue, if G Forever will be able to, in addition to buying one for himself, will be able to get some extras to send along to others. So that's something we can announce. In our YouTube videos. So.
Yeah, we're just Godzilla fans helping more Godzilla fans. There's even more. Like if there's Gamera 1999 from Gamera 3, the movie, and then we also have what else? We have the Shin Godzilla Form 2 and Form 3. Yep. And then, of course, Furious Red, that was revealed not too long ago. That's going to be a really hard to get, I'm hearing. It's like a Toho event exclusive. So it might be as hard as the Heat Raising. Yeah, but maybe you have to fight Toho employees this time and Toho lawyers. So they're going to give you quite a fight for them.
Oh, wow. Because, that's... So I think we've shown just a few... He's shown just a few pictures of the Furious Red. So there's still a lot we don't know about it. Yeah, I'm very curious about the Furious Red, because like I said, I don't buy too many of these big high-end figures, but I'm very if I was going to buy anything, it's like I want to really seriously, I want to, assuming I don't have to fight the gangs of gang members to get
in
it.
Taiwan, right?
But yeah, I'm really curious. Yeah, really excited about the idea of like trying to get this, because again, what I like the most about these Omega Beast Shin Godzilla figures is the red. Like both,
Yes.
I like the sort of like the, and including I like the red spikes on the heat raising figure.
Yeah.
So the idea of that he's making another one with even more red sounds very appealing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a big improvement of this Furious Red is that the main body and the tail is going to be in one piece.
Yeah, the whole thing is
No
one
more
piece.
thing.
No more gaps, because people are complaining about gaps. So,
They
but
do
shipping
listen to the customers.
Yeah, shipping is going to be a little more because the way it's boxed, like,
Nice.
so, but I think, we'll see what happens. I think both options are really great. But yeah, there's more on the way for the Omega Beast line. This is the gigantic line, of course, a little bit bigger than the X-Plus Gigantics. There's going to be 1954 Godzilla, the train biter. So he's actually biting the train. He comes with an accessory with like a fighter jet. There's also, I think I can say it now because it was announced. There's going to be Burning Godzilla 1995, Destroyer, and I think Burning Godzilla 2019. What else from Omega?
But there's
Beast?
also like these
King
like
Ghidorah.
smaller figures, right?
Yes, there's a new line called Alpha Kaiju, which is the 35 centimeter line. First up will be Godzilla 2021. So it's a little different than the 2019, but pretty much the same. Different pose, so it's really cool. I like that pose a lot. And we're gonna be seeing a Shin Godzilla, but we don't have the pictures yet, so we'll wait on that. We also have the Eggman Plus and DX lines. So the Godzilla Ultima from Singular Point, that's looking very cool. I personally think it looks better than the Defo Real X Plus. It looks more, like that pose is so cool. Like the tail is like curved up, the mouth is wide open. I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Particularly, like, again, I'm mostly collecting like smaller and less expensive stuff, so I'm particularly interested in these smaller figures.
The
And again,
Eggman
and the
figures.
original. I hope he makes more of the original Eggman series too, because I really like those Eggmans quite a bit. But then also, so these are basically kind of like a bigger, like rather than a mini figure, it's sort of like a bigger than.
I would think.
Yeah,
I would think of like Defo Real size.
kind of like a Defo Real size. Yeah.
Defo Real size. There's going to be all the Shin Godzilla forms: Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, and then Awakening. And then there's going to be Burning Godzilla 1995. I think I saw Junior in the background in 1995. And Kong, I think, was sort of teased. And then what else is there for the Eggman DX? And then there's going to be some the vehicles. I think Toho vehicles. There's Super X, Super X2, Super X3, and the Gotengo. So lots of cool stuff coming out.
Yeah. Of course, some of the stuff might be in the early stages, so we don't know if it's really going to get made or not. But we can always hope.
We can't be too excited, I guess.
Oh, well, we can always hope. You never.
Pending.
Still pending. Yeah, license pending.
License pending. But but you mentioned but you also let it slip by there. You also mentioned there might be a King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah, I cannot wait for that. We do have like 2 photos of the early prototype, but that's looking really cool. I can't wait to see that. And don't forget the Mecha Godzilla 2021 Omega Beast. I think that's gonna be cool. And that one's gonna come with what I'm understanding is there's gonna be 2 versions, like a standard version. And then there's going to be like a premium or deluxe version, which comes with 2 like additional arms you can replace of the Furious Blue. So you can kind of transform him to the 2021 version, and it comes with 2 beam effects, so you can lock that beam battle scene. And I think that's going to be so cool. I can't wait to get that.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, he's kind of planning it so you can sort of like pose so the Mecha Godzilla he's building can be sort of posed with the Furious Blue, right?
Yeah,
posed
Furious Blue.
Yeah, and they can so you can sort of like end up like posing them together, like they're in the they're in the fight together.
Cool. You might need 3 of these guys. You know, one facing Kong, one facing Mecha Godzilla, and one facing King Ghidorah. Yeah, but he's looking cool. Going back to Kong, I think he's gonna come with some accessories. I think there's like a battle axe, and I think I can also say it. There's going to be a Mecha Godzilla head or something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he's going to raise it up in the air.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, I hope there's red on the Mechagodzilla too. Again,
Yeah,
it's like,
I think so.
I like the red. I like
so.
the red on Mechagodzilla.
And you can imagine, like, if it's reflecting on Shin, I'm pretty sure it'll reflect on Mechagodzilla, so it's gonna look good.
Oh, wonderful.
The best way is, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also check out Gladiator's channel. Like he actually was one of the first to review both the Omega Beast Heat Raising and the Awakening unboxing and full review. I think it's a great video, and I look forward to seeing more of your videos, Gladiator.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's been an honor working with you guys.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
Really professional work.
And finally, the Jumbo Titan. That's going to be a human size Godzilla 2021. So.
Oh boy.
I think it's a 7'2", right?
7'2".
Oh yeah. He showed the hand. He showed the hand of it.
Yeah. So we saw the hand. So that's on the way. No pricing on that. I don't know if pricing aside, I think space and shipping is going to be interesting.
Well, we want to thank Dante and Gladiator for joining us in this review. Again, these are very special figures, so we're glad to have these very special guests to help us review them.
It's a pleasure.
Yep. Yeah, so me being a big fan of Numis channel, so it's very glad that I could join and then show us the figure to the world.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, great. All right, so let's say our goodbyes. So this is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hoping you enjoy the Omega Beast Shin Godzilla, both the Heat Raising and Awakening versions.